Hi, fellow St. Louis RA Warriors. This is Shay Cunningham. I am one of your administrators for this group. I'm also a certified health education specialist, so I am kind of a dork when it comes to PowerPoint presentations and trying to highlight hopefully topics each week that are useful to the group and definitely open to suggestions on what you guys want to talk about. One of the things I wanted to talk about today is finding a rheumatologist, something that I've seen floating on other groups, including this one, is the length it's taking to get into a rheumatologist. And this really goes for any specialist right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go over that about why and also ways to possibly expedite getting into a doctor. Before I begin, also, I am slowly recovering from COVID, so that's why I don't have the video portion on and why my voice might get a little raspy. So the first thing I want to discuss is why. Why is it taking so long to get into rheumatologists and really all specialists? It's so frustrating on our part because we want to take care of our health and yet we can't get in to see them. So it's not that our doctors are being lazy or not working enough. There's actually just a shortage of providers. So back in 2015, so this is almost 10 years ago, 50% of rheumatologists said they would retire in 10 years. So we are there. We are at that 10-year mark. So we just do not have enough rheumatologists replacing them. So we are at a deficit. And this deficit is even greater in like rural areas. So if you're not in St. Louis proper, you might be out in, a more rural area, you may be even feeling this effect more. Also, people are living longer. So as people are living longer, this is increased demand on healthcare. So we're going to see an increase in chronic diseases, and then providers are going to have more patients to see. Also, we are seeing an increase in diagnosis of autoimmune diseases. So because of that, rheumatologists are going to have even more patients to see. So again, there is going to be this demand on healthcare. So one of the things that I remind myself on a continual basis, and I like to share with other people, is that health is work. There's no one magic pill we can pop to make everything better. Just as our providers are working to find the best treatment for us, we also have to do our part, which is so hard to say, it's so hard to hear, hard to remind myself because we're dealing with so much fatigue and so much pain. But I do want to give some kind of inside tips that can help us kind of get in to see our specialist a little sooner than later. So these are some things I recommend that you can do in order to expedite the process of getting into a rheumatologist. Excuse me. Again, these are not guarantees. Given the demands on healthcare that I previously mentioned. First and foremost, get a referral. If you do not have a primary care physician, I highly recommend you get one. They are going to be one of your best friends. They just can send a note, email through the portal, or fax one over. And, it's basically saying one doctor to another, my patient needs to see you. Also call your insurance company for a list of rheumatologists in our area. that your insurance covers. You can usually go on their website too. But that way you can just kind of go through and call those rheumatologists, see who has first availability. Also be flexible, be open to seeing nurse practitioners, physician assistants, and residents even. You usually have to see a rheumatologist first, like an MD or DO. However, after that, just be open to seeing an NP, PA. I see a physician assistant for my rheumatologist. My dermatologist is a resident. Even with residents, they're doctors. However, you will still have to see an attending physician too. So those are really great options. Also, be persistent. Get on the wait list, get on your cancellation list. Also, frequently, once every couple weeks, call the office to see if they have any openings. Mercy, BJC, SSM, they all have central call centers. So, first thing in the morning, you can call and see if they have any cancellations in rheumatology that day. And then, again, this is a lot of work. However, getting in a couple months is much better than 6, 8, 10 months. We have a progressive disease, so the sooner we can start treatment, the better. So I know it can be frustrating, but as a reminder, you are a warrior and you can go through this. You will get in to see your doctor and you will get relief. You're going to find the right treatment. And I'm going to leave you with my life mantra, and it is even more powerful than fate is the courage that bears it. So you are going to get through this. You have the support of this group. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if anybody else has suggestions on how to get into a doctor sooner that I neglected. Please feel free to write those down and comment. Thanks so much.